Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to WhatMap, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very welcome. Right, it's Monday. Monday today we go to the top of the workshop and look at the top performing map of the moment, and it's this one. And it's a very nice recreation of an original map, and the original map of course was a DLC map. It's a creator we have done multiple times in the past, and they are on a mission to recreate all of those original base game maps and all of the DLC maps in a way that actually makes them good. And on the whole they do a very good job of it, and today I would say they have done a very good job of it. We've got some very interesting detailed areas. We've got a recreation of, you can actually see the original map within this map. It's not a complete rewriting of it, and it's pretty playable as well. I do like things that are pretty playable. You like things that are pretty playable? How about a little playable game of BonBonBingo? Link is in the description. Check off the memes as we go, and of course everybody's favourite game. Yes, it's that daily reminder. Go on then. That's right, he knows what to do. Clicking that like button really does support the channel, gets me seen by more people, and helps me grow a little bit more every single day. Thank you for your support. Today's map is Windfield Remastered Vanilla by Sandite Spartan 117. Sandite Spartan is back and they've done a fine job. 100% vanilla today. We'll be using a custom theme and a custom LUT, but that's about your lot really. There's your start square, very usable, thank you. Terrain heights are fairly flat, not completely flat, but fairly flat, definitely playably flat. We've got strong resources. It is field painting, but they are blocky enough to be able to use and plan accordingly. If you've got Sunset Harbour and you want to do some fishing, your fishing map looks quite nice. No complaints with that either, definitely works. And then off to the workshop. What do we need? Well, I did say it was 100% vanilla, and that it is. No DLCs required. We'll be using the Oklahoma summer theme, that's the one, and the relight neutral LUT. Also, if you have no controller and intersection marking tool, then you're going to be seeing a little bit of that work as well. If you don't, it does not matter. These things just affect the map once it's loaded. So yes, if you have those things, great, and if you don't, it's fine. It doesn't matter. The intersections will be less polished, but they'll still be good because it's Sandite Spartan and they know how to make a map. And what we have today is, let's say, it's a recreation of that DLC map. And for me, maps aren't always meant to be exciting, are they? They're just not. Sometimes you get a map and it's like, wow, this is just the best thing ever. And sometimes you get a map that's sort of, it's okay. And today's map from the original design is okay. I mean, we've got some interesting rivers that do that merge thing, and I think the whole point of the map is we have two rivers that do that merge thing, and they're interesting rivers. Beyond that, the map is kind of just ordinary, and while Sandite Spartan has done a very good job of making it more playable, I would say that it's still a very ordinary map, and that will reflect a little bit in the score at the end. There's your first intersection, and it's very pleasing. Got that lovely little lake going on there. Oh, yeah, intersection marking. Let's have a look here. Good standards today. Good standards. If we have a look at how the width of the lines, they kind of match up, and as close as you can get them to align using the intersection marking tool, they're aligned nicely as well. And a no controller, which just makes all the junctions just a lot more smooth and stuff. Right, our first detailed area today is down here on the beach. Nothing to get too excited about. It's just a nice little feature area. Nothing more. You probably just delete it and do something else in that area. But it's fine. It's absolutely fine for what is needed down there, just to make something happen. And that's what happens there. We have got some very nice detailed areas, including a couple of what map firsts. You don't often get what map firsts, because just when you think everything's been done, then something else has been done. Now what we have in today's what map, we have a concept, a what map first concept. We've seen something similar I'm kind of responsible for one of those similar occurrences, but it's not the same. It's not the same. Talking with my my map Volca, where I did a natural disaster. A natural disaster in Volca. Start square intersection. That's perfectly lovely. Can't grumble about that. Smashing. So yes, we're going to be seeing. Yeah. Oh, hang on. Back down here. Intersection marking tool again. Very nicely done. Can't mark that down in any way, shape, or form. And then down to the main intersection, inspiration from Ronix69, one of the workshop's top creators, if not for many people, the top creator. For many people, okay? Have I covered it? Have I covered all bases? Don't want anybody getting upset about these things, okay? Anyway, yeah, perfectly beautiful intersection there, well detailed. So yes, we have a couple of what's map firsts. We have a natural disaster, which has been done quite pleasingly. In fact, surprised me. It just caught me by... Oh, hang on. There is the worst thing on the map is coming up in a moment. The worst thing. Are you ready? And here it is. Got a little bit of foliage clipping through the underside of this bridge. Just a little bit. It does get a little bit worse, but not much. We'll get to that when we get to that. So yes, we have a what map first with a concept, and we have a what map first with an actual bit of detailing. And while the concept is very nice, I like it. The actual specific detailing is, well, really good. This is yeah. Twice on the same bit of road, and then that's it. That's it on the entire map for problems. There's no more problems on this map. Okay, there is a slight problem, but nothing that Sandite Spartan is responsible for. When I loaded this map up, I forgot that I still had Catenary Replacer active. And while I've activated the catenaries, there's a small section along this rail line where they did not pop in. And I think the catenary replacer is a little bit responsible for that. There was definitely... There you go, this stretch here. There definitely was. And I definitely have them active. So I'm not marking anybody down on this one. I'm just putting that down as a BonBon error. Having done a little bit of work on BonBon Island earlier where I didn't want catenaries, and then I need them on this map because vanilla. So yes, if you see anything like that else on the map with the catenaries, just ignore it. It's just me forgetting to deactivate the mod. Every time I go from one map to another map to a build to something else, there's a whole list of mods I need to switch on and switch off and set different settings for, and just occasionally one will slip through, and this is the one today. Anyway, where were we? Yes, so we've got a first for detailing, and I'm going to say absolutely 100% totally approve of the first for detailing today as well. As good as you're going to see, and you won't just see it once, you'll see it twice, which is nice. And then the concept as well, which is great. Right, what more can I tell you? Are you keeping up with the island, my city builds? If not, then I'll make sure this is linked at the end of today's episode. Should we go left or right? We'll go left. Head towards the quarry. I'll link it in the end of the episode. We're up to part 6. Hopefully there'll be a part 7 this week. There's going to be a break of a week or two at some point because I've got some other things I need to do for the channel, and so therefore priorities, you know. But there will be a lot more coming from the island, so keep up with that one. Meanwhile, we're going to reach everybody's favourite factory and the quarry, which means we'll take a short intermission. We'll come back after this brief message.
Want to add a custom hedge maze to your park but don't have the time to build one? Why not try BonBonB's modular hedge maze set? This guide will show you how to select and use the right units. Click the information button below.
And so back to Windfield, Remastered Vanilla by Sandite Spartan 117. And the shipping routes, which are what you need. You're not going to expect anything specifically special. We do have some shipping triangles, and shipping triangles are slick. Here's the first one coming up here. Stops traffic going off the edge of the map there. And take a little left around here. And then it heads up this way. And then you'll see a shipping triangle here. We can go towards the edge of the map, or we can go up the river. Let's go up the river, shall we? But yeah, there's another little one leading into a little potential harbour area, and that's it. Water flow, if you want water flow, it's a vanilla base map and a strong vanilla river system, which is fine, and it'll do what you need it to do. So if you want to pump and draw into these rivers, you're going to be having a good game of it. So credit for that. Right, okay, so once we got over these rivers, which we will in a moment, there she goes. The map as a whole, there's plenty to see, and also plenty to not see as well. We'll get to the not see a little bit later on. Now, this is a highway we've not been down. We didn't actually cross the river when we did the highways, and I wanted to come this way for a reason. First of all, we have this intersection which only goes in this direction, so this heads down towards the quarry. I imagine this was a route that the trucks were only taking the ore inland, and so makes some sort of sense, I feel, that we don't have a connection the other way. And then we have these logs, okay? These logs tell the story of a natural disaster. And that natural disaster is, I feel, a tornado. Look at them. There's a path. I'm liking this. This is just a little bit... there was no need for this on the map whatsoever. And it just tells a story that doesn't need to be told, and I like it. Also, we have... it's kind of done some damage to this village. Yes, I like it. Yeah, credit. And a few houses that managed to survive. I like that. That's good work. Yeah, take a bow. Take a bow. So that's the concept out of the way that we've not seen before. Of course, the fallen trees that I did were from volcanic action. Good to see just something a little bit different. Back down to the quarry and the sidings and everybody's favourite factory and some nice little roads and what's going. Oh, Rule Britannia, lovely, a British flag. Thank you very much. And we have is there something going on under this factory? That road looks suspicious. Hang on, I've not actually moved the factory. Let me move it. Let's have a look. Oh no, it's fine. I'm getting very suspicious of things going on underneath factories these days. Quarry, and we actually have a little cave over here, which actually looks like a real cave. So you're well done. You've actually used that asset very nicely indeed. And we've got a rocky area up here. The most interesting thing in the hills, and I say that through gritted teeth, is this little area. And I like this little area. And that's all I can say really about the hills. We'll get to the hills. We'll come back to the hills, shall we? Let's head down towards the coast because there's lots of interesting stuff going on down in the coastal area. Okay, this is where all the fun is. First of all, we have Banana Island, and we have a compass on Banana Island. North is that way. The map actually loads upside down, as is always the case with these maps, and I always show it the way that it loads. So yes, we're looking at it the correct direction now, I feel. Now, I don't know what this is, but I like it. It's kind of like a winder, or maybe you put battery in there or something like that. Get the map working. I'm not sure, but it's nice. I don't know what it is, but it's nice. Ooh, it's a castle, and we have lots of interesting work on the castle. Nice, interesting entry there. Got the moat going around the outside. Little bit of clipping of the old rubble there on the side of the trench. Just a little bit. We've got a well. We've seen this done before, only that one was a little bit broken. This one's working perfectly fine. So that's nice. And we've got a nice little garden in the middle there. Nice little garden. And then we've got the keep itself in that castle area there. And I'm guessing barracks down the side. I like that. I like it. It's not my favourite castle of all time, but I like it still. Now, here's that first. What's map first? Look at what they've done to the broken vanilla pier. Look at that. Are you impressed? I am suitably impressed. I genuinely am. And we have everybody's favourite factory. No. The Essential Lighthouse. Ah, isn't she lovely? I'm getting my memes mixed up here. And yeah, that looks very nice like that as well. Credit there. That's actually the centre point along the coast as well. So it's a nice little feature area there in terms of location. On these islands over here, we've got a defensive point along here. with a few felled trees. Obviously you can get a better view of the enemy coming. And then if we come over this way, we've got another essential lighthouse. This one's done very nicely as well. I'm liking the way the path's been done over the rocks. And again, another one of these vanilla piers, and it's been done very nicely too. All good, all good. Now if we head back to the mainland, let's have a look at these hills, okay? Now I'm just going to say, right, okay, not every map has to be the most exciting thing in the world, but these hills do nothing for me. Whether it's the tree painting on them, which is okay, the hills are okay. They don't really shape the map. They don't look like they're going to inspire you to do a specific shape with the outskirts of the city. You can build up into these like it's just flat land, and it just really does very little for me. And I just find them... the word meh was designed for those hills, okay? There's nothing wrong with them. There's just nothing exciting about them. Here's where Bonbon Island is. X marks the spot. It's a proper treasure trove going on there. I like that. Okay, just thought I'd finish with something a little... I didn't want to finish with the hills are boring. No, I wanted to finish with a little detailed area, and that's what we have there. Right, back to the start square, and we have the asset of the day, and it's one of these. Many story building. It's the K716 Soviet Tenement by arthaix. arthaix's first time on the show, and what a great first building this one is. This is, I mean, I love these buildings. They are grey and dull, and they're just the sort of thing that every city needs a selection of, don't they? Right, factoids, because factoids. The longest lasting stroke greatest distance travelled by a single tornado was the so-called Tri-State Tornado on the 18th of March 1925. The longest recorded, clearly. It was on the ground for 3.5 hours and killed an estimated 695 people. Its average forward, not rotational speed, was 27.7 meters per second, or 62 miles per hour, with a maximum speed of 32.6 meters per second, or 73 miles per hour. Of course, the rotational speed was a little bit faster than that. Anyway, K716 Soviet Tenement by arthaix. I want to see more from this creator because I love this kind of building, and you can never have enough of them. Good work, great work even. Right, okay. So we peel back, and peel right back, and peel right back, and think of a location for that screenshot. While I do that, I ask you, what do you think of today's map? Is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Your vote really does count. We use it at the end of the month with the Viewer's Choice Top 10. Will this be one of the top 10 maps of the month? Only you can decide. Hit the I button now in the top right corner of your screen, or the link in the description takes you to the voting page where you can vote for free with a Facebook, Gmail, Apple or a Patreon account. But what do I think of today's map? Well, aesthetically, it's quite good. It's quite good. I'm not excited by it because I think the hills, which could have brought just an extra dimension into the map without going too crazy. Obviously, I don't want mountains. They just make it a little bit more bland, sadly. I'm gonna go 3 stars, but I'm gonna go at a higher end of 3 because what there is here is very nice. Detailing, very little wrong with it. Lots of interesting detailed areas. Nothing mind-blowing. I'm going to go middle 4. Strong map. Good job. Gameplay potential, I would say that it's not inspiring, but it's definitely very playable. I'm gonna go low 4, but it's just one of those that I think the hilly areas had provided a little bit more shape, then we could be looking at high scores there. Windfield Remastered Vanilla by Sandite Spartan 117. It's only the fact that I don't find it inspiring that it doesn't get the seal of approval, because there's no reason why it shouldn't, basically. So if you want to play that one, you're going to have a good game. It won't let you down, and there's plenty of good stuff to play with as well. Good work as always. I'm excited to say that. Now, if you're still here, you're part of the 20 and out elite. Use the words of the day into the comments to score yourself some population points just for fun. and I'll be back tomorrow with another map in the What's Map series. Have a great day, and I'll see you very, very soon. I can see you.